Welcome, Chosen One.
What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another video on the Ace of Plays channel. Today I'll be doing a couple of friendly matches with Darthlothins, who I've been talking with over on Discord. Join the Discord, by the way. Anyway, we've actually already done a couple of matches and I did record them, but he was trying out this strange deck, which was very janky, and we both agreed that it wouldn't really make for good content, but he wanted to play a couple more matches, and I still needed a video for tomorrow, which is going to be today right now for you because you're watching this. So he will be playing a more traditional deck, Nilfgaard Assimilate. I'm pretty sure that he will be playing Double Cross, so there's going to be no Imposter, no Enslave. So it's going to be definitely a fun matchup, and I will be playing my discard Purify Beast deck that a lot of people seem to really enjoy and wanted to see more of. I will not be going too in-depth on the deck because I've already done a video about it. If you don't know what this deck is about, you can just go check out my previous video. It's called like Discard/Purify Beasts Deck Guide, where I go over all the cards and combos. The only thing that's been changed since then is that I took out Crow Messengers and put in a second Crow Clan Druid and one Raging Bear. The reason for that was the deck could thin to 0, and then in the cases where we do accomplish that, if the opponent plays Mata, which is still a fairly popular card, that actually screws us out of some thinning effects, or you know, we lose out on some value from our cycling effects. So I took out the Messengers, so we now thin to 1 at best, which is probably more than good enough for us to just get all the beasts in the graveyard and draw our Corrupted Flaminica finisher, which usually lands at like 12, 13 plus points for me, which is very good for its cost. So yes, I will now go and challenge Darthlothins. We're going to do this the same way I did it with Bealibi in the last friendly match video, where I will invite them first, which means I will be the player going first, and then they will invite me afterwards. So we both get to be on both sides of the coin, which makes this really fair. You know, we're going to do a couple of matches with the same decks, both sides of the coin. Pretty much the most fair way to do this, which I think is really, really great, because we're just a couple of buddies who want to play some Gwent together and avoid the stupid ladder with a lot of cards that the developers really don't seem to take seriously enough. So I'm going to challenge Darthlothins, and we're going to see you guys when the match begins. Here we go.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
First match, of course, I go first, as was planned. And he's playing one of my favorite archetypes. And he said himself that the Assimilate is his absolute favorite archetype. And I'm playing one of my favorite decks currently, so it's just two guys having fun. I think it's a guy. I got that impression somehow. Besides, like 99% of my viewers are men, so I'm willing to risk that assumption. Alright. Now the thing is, our deck actually doesn't really mind going first, because that means we get an extra Purify off the Crystal Skull. And we have a lot of burst power, so we don't really fall behind early in the round, which is very, very good. I think we can just start off with Operator. The nice thing about this is that our opponent gets a unit on the board right away, which means that we can get value out of the ping from our leader. Very good. Very good stuff. And also very good stuff is that when he uses the bleeding charge from his Savage Bear, we can play down Gremist right away. Or just use the Crystal Skull. But either way, we have Purifies for this. So that makes this combo even better. Alright, so we gotta get a Druid on the board. I'm gonna go with Ermion because that will allow us to kill Glynis. We don't have a lot of control, but the one control card we do have is nice. It's one of the better ones. Hey.
I divined this move from a sparrow's innards.
When did he do this? This happened last time we played as well. It's just sometimes the charges being used, it goes so fast and the animation is maybe not complete. It's a little bit weird. Now, I only have one alchemy, so I'm only going to refresh this once. Which means I'm going to let that bleeding happen and focus my purifies on my crows so as to just get more value on my finisher. Like I said, we have a lot of burst. Like with Roach Tempo, solid cards all around. We can finish off round 1 with Axel 3 Eyes. A lot of good stuff. So we don't have to spend a Purify on a 2 bleed if we could use it on some crawls. So we're already looking at 5 beasts going to the graveyard, which makes Fulminica already a 9 for 7. And we've played 4 cards in round 1. Okay. I'm gonna go with Burn Up Barang. Okay, there's Fulminica. Kinda didn't want to see that now. We're gonna ditch that, and we're gonna ditch a Savage Bear. So now we're up to 7 beasts in the graveyard.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Don't mind if I do. Alright, so on one hand, Alright. This bleed was wrong. Because if I had an alchemy and I could purify this, I would also get the doom tag off it. So that bleed was wrong. And it's too late in the match for double bleeding Gramis to be even a consideration, I would say. But like I'm not here to judge. Like, wow. What am I, a pro player? No. No. And I never want to be. Because there are things that pro players have to do to get to where they are. Things that I will not do. I will not sell my soul to the tier 1 decks. Never. Alright, got him. And now we can bleed him with our scenario if we want, and just go for a very, very big finisher. It's very nice. Alright. Alright. Huh. Gotta say, I was hoping for better cards. So after hopefully having seen my video, but also having played against this twice already today, Darthlothins probably is very aware of how my deck looks like. There you go. That's pretty good. Ooh, Caretaker, yes. Very good.
My prescription, a
Ooh.
bit of bloodletting.
The big boy Savage Bear. Alright. Gonna purify that, and I'm gonna boost these up so they will survive the bleed, although I'm gonna get 3 more, so I don't actually need these to live. How's my bear looking? Do I have a 10-point bear? No. Oh, because he took one. That's pretty neat. So he prevented my 10-point bear by getting his own 10-point bear. I'm gonna say that's pretty hot. I gotta say, with those 2 engines from Portal, and he is a card up because I'm bleeding from a position of being a card down. And in this particular matchup, him spending his leader is not going to be that detrimental to him, because it's not like I have a single-use leader that I can win the game with in round 3. Single-use leaders being poorly designed. So I'm not aiming for a 2-0.
Just don't know how yet.
I'm definitely not aiming for a 2-0. But I don't think his deck has a finisher. I mean, I love that. I respect that. That is so good. Alright. I could do it. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 points. But if he doesn't spend his leader now, then he's not gonna have his leader. Alright, that's gonna enable his leader.
Do not make me beg.
But now I can get 1 more of these. So that might have actually hurt him pretty bad. And he doesn't even know it. But again, if he's not using his leader now,
Just wait.
and I decide to keep pushing,
Seems we've all a good catch today.
I can play it for 10. He'll need 20 points to catch up in 2 cards. Leader dead. He's got 2 assimilate engines. So assuming that both his remaining cards can trigger assimilate, that's an extra 4 points. He only needs 16 in 2 cards. That can be done, and I'll waste my finisher. Alright. I have faith in my finisher. My short round 3 finisher. More than I have faith in this.
The Empire will be victorious.
That was a massive play. If I had, oh wait, he's been taking beasts from me too. 1, 2. Oh well, now it's off. But yeah, that was a massive play. And if this only played for 10, there's a really good chance he would have caught up. Oh god. Yeah, that's ooh. Ooh. It's gonna be a weird one. And we're not even gonna get her back, so I'm... Oh. But you know what we can do? We can't just sacrifice these two. We lose 4 points, but we get another bronze, so it's probably gonna net us some positive points. I mean, he's actually got quite a few beasts in his graveyard now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, only 4. So this is 8 points if he takes that. But if he's got tall unit removal, yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah, I don't want to put Royal Decree into my hand. Does he have something injured? He does. Alright. Right, so that's already plus 1 point. The assimilate, we gotta factor in that. So yeah. All right. Well, you know what? That's 3 points. And it's gonna go up 1 more, so that elf and onion soup was still 4 points. Hey, 15 points. That was closer than I expected. Alright. I'm excited for the rematch. So now Darthlothins will invite me, so I will get to go second in our rematch. And you know, I'll see you then when the match begins. Alright, our next opponent is going to be Darthlothins playing some Nilfgaard. Alright, double cross. Pretty cool. Of course, we already knew this. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Now I am the second goer. The second going of Christ. This is a good hand. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's a good hand. Hefty Halbert. I've got no removal. I can access this, and honestly, against Hefty Helga, I mean, he didn't have that many tactics. I mean, he is Nilfgaard, and you know he's gonna have a good bit of tactics. Ah shit, he got one. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't have a target. Although if he pings that roach to 1, this is also a very good good elf and onion soup. Okay, yeah, he knows better than to do that. He knows my tricks. This is, of course, the 4th time he's seeing my tricks today. Well, killing those crows is actually going to be really good for him. Especially if he can ping them both now. Because that's going to be 2 crows I can't purify before they die. So that's actually going to be quite a neat play. There we go. He's going to do it. I like it. It's clever. And, oh, informant on your own. Assimilate engine. Yes. Oh, it's so good. I do love Assimilate. It's not often I get to play against... Are you sure about that?
Gods, on a moment's pace.
Because I'm not sure he's sure about that. Like, if he's just... Like, I'm telegraphing the soup, but I still feel like just killing these is better than trying to play around the soup, because I can get her back and negate the 4 damage.
Do not make me beg.
Like, I wouldn't call it a stupid play. I wouldn't be that mean. But I think he's gonna see now that it backfired pretty harshly. Pretty harshly. Bravery. Alright. And he killed the... No, he didn't kill the crow I purified. Good. That would have been weird. Alright, let's go. Memes. Well, this is a beast, and he's very big. He's still ahead in points, but it's still early enough in the round that we can do the good shit. He's committing pretty heavily.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
I think the great thing about a finisher like Flaminica and also like Harold Gord and stuff is that your big point play that you really want to save is just 7 provisions. So you have a lot more provisions you can spend early on to counter stuff like this. Oh god. What happened? What happened? I mean, winning round 1 is very important for him in this matchup, so actually overcommitting like this... overcommitting, it's not even necessarily an overcommitment, but... It could actually benefit him quite greatly. And it's worth the extra commitment. If he can win this, which is looking very promising for him. If he can win this... and then bleed me out of my Flaminica, That would honestly be huge for him. If he takes a cocky pass, what's my axle at? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's not enough. I'll have to go down 2 cards. And then I'll never have a last say, and if he does have a reset, so this is not enough. So I have to go down to 3. I'd give up last save for sure. I don't know if he has a reset or a tall unit removal. I didn't really see one. Sorry. I think I can counter the bleed. Maybe if I draw a scenario, then I can definitely counter that bleed. Yes, that's how it's done. All right, we discard this. These are great because then I don't have to commit these too early. That as just a quick early play. Yes. We are safe from a dry pass, so I don't. Oh, he's going heavy. It's gonna be a fight. Hey.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in spring.
Right, if he keeps pushing. Oh, that's slow. That is slow. We are very much online to punish this bleed. Very much. This is actually, this is scary. This is a scary bleed.
My duty? To stick my
Oh,
nose
that is good. That's a 10-point play right there. Holy shit. All right. I kind of need a beast. Do I just play that from hand? No.
We shall do it my way.
There you go. That's good. Still counter bleeding. Still counter bleeding. This is scary. Very scary. You have no savage bears. No. That's going to be a slow 5-point play.
I divined this move from a sparrow's innards.
But he's going to give it to us. Any assimilation now. Yeah. Of course he got Savage Bear. Yeah. Casual 10-point Imperial Diplomacy in total. Very nice. Are actually good to do this. We're so on the edge of this bleed.
There is no shame in fear.
That Glynis might be a little late for him. Although he's going to play his leader. He's going to get at least 8. Just his druid is 8 points for him. I don't think he has... Yeah. That's just 7, dude. So he missed out on 1 point there. Let's see if that ends up mattering. Oh no, am I clogging my row? Oh, just barely not. Hey, hey, scenario coming through for you, boy. Okay, that's... I mean, just bleeding this out of us is huge. We have basically nothing. But I'd say he has basically nothing. So, oh, this is really, really tense. He's going for it. Oh, holy shit. Alright, epic bleed, my dude. Epic bleed, and holy shit, what a game so far. That is... I mean, we still have okay cards. I don't have a skirmish. Oh, I do. That's gonna be epic. Oh, I kind of messed that up. Going first is kind of ruining this. I have to do this. Because if I cycle this into the Giga Scorpion, then of course we're screwed. But honestly, like getting a bear instead of Skirmisher is just worth... I mean, it's not worth anything more. Especially with that, it would have been worth literally the same. Okay, so good choice there. Hey, what are we drawing into? Okay, the bear. So...
Gods protect us.
Oh, Crow Mother, of course. Epic card. I completely forgot about Crow Mother. Crow Mother really helps us here. Although, I mean, assimilate it. He spent everything. That's an epic Savage Bear. It is. I just don't see it being enough. No.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
That was a good game, though. That one I really enjoyed. I think going extra hard in round 1 was a good strategy for him. Because, I mean, he won round 1 on even. Going first. That's very good. And he got my scenario out. He got my big finisher, my Flaminica out. I was just lucky that he drew pretty poorly because I'm not sure he had any good cards left. But even without the extra Crow Mother carryover tempo, I still think my cards were pretty decent. And being able to cycle Skirmisher and just get those extra 3 points is very, very powerful. But that was good. That was a good series of games. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Special thanks to Darthlothins for joining me for technically 2 videos, but only one that you're going to see. Those were some good matches. I had a great time. Assimilate is a deck that I love playing and I love playing against. But you know, I'm trying to play a bigger variety of decks. And of course, the people on the ranked ladder, they never play Assimilate. They never play Assimilate. But that was fun. I had a great time. Thanks again, Darthlothins, and thank you again for watching the video. I hope to see you again soon for more Gwent content. Until then, have a good one. Bye. Did I mess up the intro? Outro? You know, an easy way to mess up your outro is, first of all, to mention that you might have messed up your outro, but then also messing up the mentioning of messing up the outro. That really messes up the outro. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.